Hello everybody, good evening. My name is Anne Marie. I am the AM from Handmade by AM Bevel. And welcome if this is your first time here. I normally am live on Tuesday evening, but I am pre-recording this Sunday evening because I do have a meeting Tuesday evening and I wanted to make sure I still had a video for you all. So I did do a good job and I took the live down. My last pre-recorded, it still showed live up in the corner, but I am not live. This is pre-recorded, but if you are watching during the premiere at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on the 19th of May, which is Tuesday, then you can be doing the live chat. If not, if you're watching this as a replay or just regular, I'm glad that you are here. Please feel free to leave comments down below, and you'll find links to my social medias in the description. And I am here most Tuesdays, so feel free, would appreciate the like on this video and for you to subscribe. So with that in mind, I will say there will not be a video next week, the week of the Memorial holiday in the United States, because I will be out of town more than likely, or traveling, something. I think I'm traveling. So, but I will then see you June 1st, which is a Tuesday. No, June 2nd is a Tuesday. I would also say normally I have a lot other of announcements Tuesday evenings, but since I'm pre-recording this, I don't know if there's anything else going on, so I do encourage you to go over to my Facebook page and I will try to post any updates if there's any kind of exciting update there. There is still the join special going on right now where you can join for the regular $99 where you get $125 in product, and you can choose to get the new 5 in color ink pads, the new magnetic ink pads, which are amazing. And I think it's like a $65 value, really great deal. So if you are interested in that or need more information, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to speak with you on that. And that does bring me to talk about the product of the month, which is the amazing vellum, which is sitting over here because I'm going to use it for a future project. And I think last week I said I was going to use it in today's video, and I am not. But the Berry Botanical vellum is beautiful. I have project pieces in here. And this is a great thick vellum, and you get 3 of each pattern. And you can get this added onto your order for $5 with your $75 Stampin' Up! Order. So this is the May product of the month. It is While Supplies Last. And then there's this pattern here as well. There, I think, is still a couple of other product of month from previous months that are available that you could also choose. You do only get one of one type of product of the month per order. So I'm only, even as a demonstrator, I'm only allowed to have that vellum one time. Let's see, I think that goes through everything. So I should have just kept the camera down here, but I didn't. So we will switch, and I'm going to show you what we're going to make tonight because that might help me talk through this. So we're going to make this beautiful DSP card. I want to talk about this paper. This is a fuzzy velveteen paper, and it is absolutely beautiful. And there are some DSPs with the new release and catalog that are not available. This one, at least by Sunday when I looked, is still available, not on back order yet. This is part of the Velvet Meadow suite. There is let's see. Oh, these are velveteen papers. I didn't even realize like there was full sheets of velveteen until I just read that. But I will show you some samples of the DSP. And there's some really cute flowers, and then there's a bundle as well. I am just focusing on the paper, and I will show that to you. What is lovely with the suites is it's telling us the colors that are involved. We have Daffodil Delight, Peaceful Pine, Cloud Cover, Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, and Basic Beige. And I think sometimes we forget about Basic Beige because it's one of our newer basics. So I do want to shout out to everybody who participated in the DSP share and the in color shares. So I actually have, this is my portion of the share. And I just wanted to show you these papers, and I just don't know. I think you can probably hear that. And the back is mostly kind of beige deals. I have this cut down. So for this card design, you're going to want a 6x6 piece of DSP. So if you already have some 6x6, then that's great. Otherwise, 12x12 paper cuts easily down to 6x6. This one was really neat. When it was the 12x12 sheet, it was the same mirrored up top. And let's see, on here it's these smaller flowers that have, this is like a cloud cover little check, and I love this little flower here. The centers have the velveteen. And this one, all of the white leaves on here are velveteen. So it's really cool. It looks cool. Again, it doesn't do well on the camera, but when you are seeing it in person, you really get this, it's embellished without needing a lot of embellishment. So even if you're not into the stamp set or anything, I definitely would encourage you to try the Velvet Meadow Specialty paper, and you can just search for that online, or it is also in the catalog. I didn't give you the page number. Page 32 and 33 features the whole suite if you have a copy of the catalog. I'm trying to decide if I need to order just the full velveteen sheets. I don't know if I'd use them. I might end up with another full pack of the paper though, because again, it is beautiful. So for this card, so we're going to make this. It looks simple enough. I do want to shout out this punch here. This punch has been around forever. It's kind of been my favorite old punch. It is on Last Chance, so it's something labeled, decorative label maybe. And I also noticed that the oval is on Last Chance as well. So always make sure that you are shopping the Last Chance. So I am going to go ahead and be using this punch as double duty. So we have 6x6 piece of paper, and we're going to use this piece, and actually let me show it to you when it was, let's see, how was this cut? I think it was cut, yeah, so it was like this. There we go, that's easier. And the full sheet was pretty much like a duplicate of this over. So when I cut it to 6x6, I get this massive floral pattern. And I have a bubble bath card base for this one, because I thought with just a little bit of the bubble bath, that would be a nice card base. And I have my sticky note guides here. So our first cut is we're going to cut 2 1/4 off. And it's going to be for the envelope flap. So I'm going to want to cut that probably this way. 2 1/4. And we'll get that on there. So that will end up being like this. And I'll show you an easy way to deal with that. So now we have this 6x3 1/2, I think. 6x3 1/2. And, or no, it's 3 3/4, I think. 3 3/4. Yep, it's 6x3 3/4. So we need to cut it down to where it's 5 1/4. So we are just going to come and do this right here. Man, I really hope that this is going to work out. I might have gibbered the whole thing already because it's so directional. I'd say we're live, but we're not. I'm doing this all in one take. I don't have time to edit. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to be a little funky on the shape, aren't we? That's why this first one I did was much better. I was so concerned about the envelope being the right direction. I should have cut it the other way. But let's just go with it. So now we're going to do 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So this is the 5 1/4, and we're going to do 2 1/4. You know, maybe we'll do this one different. We'll do it like this. Yeah, we can do that. Who says we can't break the rules a little bit? And then this piece is going to be 3 1/2-inch pieces. And I think we'll use the opposite side. I do have to say the opposite side on most of these DSPs, again, is that basic beige. Some of them are colored. So a little boring, but I think we'll get over that. So that is all of the cuts for the card. And I've really bumped my camera here. So this one is going this way, and we'll do this one this way. You know, I wonder, what if I did, let's just lay this out a second here. We'll need to do that up there, that, and then 2 down here, because then I have this. So let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. I have pulled Have a Fabulous Day off of this stamp set. I've been using the Phrases and Frames, which is a $1 million Sales Achiever set, and I thought the Have a Fabulous Day would work as a birthday card. So I am going to use the Berry Burst, which is the darker pink in the flower. Obviously get out whatever die cut or punch or, you know, label you would like to use. Oh, look at that. I'm a little speckly on there. You see that? Kind of looks fun though. Do you think, do I have a Berry Burst marker? Do I do? So, because I don't want to cut another label. Ready to go down? I'm going to take my Stampin' Blend and my cap and very carefully with the brush tip do a little flick of color. No one is the wiser. I hope it's not very focused. And if I turn the camera light on, there you go. Now you can see how that looks. And we'll probably mount it like this or something, but we'll do that here in a sec. We're going to raise back up, and I will fix the focus because it'll be out of focus. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's get that straight. So we're just going to change it up because this was what the sample was when I discovered this card. Now, I'm going to glue with this fuzzy side down. I recommend using liquid glue because I just think that's going to give you the best adhesion. And we kind of have small borders going on here, so that's what we're going to go with. And since the Tombo's already out, we will use Tombow for the large piece as well. It's going to be a Tombow kind of day. And that's going to go up. So this is telling us even if we cut wrong on our directional 6x6, we have options to literally pivot the card base to get what we need. And I kind of like the splitting up of, especially, I don't know if I'd like the splitting up on the regular card, but the horizontal card I kind of like. Oops, a little slip and slide there. Now I did pull out this Peaceful Pine ribbon. Because that's kind of the darker green back here. So if I, you know, a lot of the times when I'm live, I kind of look at the comments to see what my mom is suggesting, my #1 fan. But when I'm pre-recording, I'm literally am just talking to myself, so it does kind of give me different ideas, you know, or not really ideas, but you get to see or listen, and listen how I kind of go through the process, especially since I kind of had to pivot. I think something like that is going to be fabulous, so we'll just come through with the scissors. So to glue this, I'm just going to run a little bit right there. Oops. And this ribbon is the In Color ribbon, so the Peaceful Pine, the new color. And what did they call it? This is a bordered ribbon, so it's available in all the new In Colors, and everybody who participated in the In Color share received 1 yard of this. It's an interesting textured ribbon. It definitely has a texture to it. I have tied a bow. It's a little bit more difficult to work with because of the texture, but once you kind of get the feel for it, then it's not so much of an issue. But it will be a beautiful ribbon to lay flat on your projects. And again, it's available in all of the In Colors. That's not one of them. Oh, the yellow one's over in my box, but here's 3 of the 4 remaining. One's in my project box. I have the project box, so for I've worked on my Stamp Club projects. We're going to meet Stamp Club late after the holiday, and I have them the projects planned now, so all of the materials are in the project box. So I used a little glue dot just to hold that ribbon down, and then I'm going to do another glue dot to put it down onto the project, to the card front here. We'll do an exaggerated tilt because I don't want to cut it down anymore. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Here's some. And I apologize for my nails, they look terrible. I'm hopefully getting them done. Look, that one came off. Came off on the way home Friday. I felt it lifting. So that looks cute. And now I do want to add, this one I didn't do a ribbon, but I added, these are the In Color dots, and these are available. The In Color butterflies are currently out of stock already, but they will be back. So if you are shopping and you see something that you want and it says not currently available, make sure to put your email address on there, and Stampin' Up! Will email you when it's available again, and then you can go and order. Let's see, I think I'm gonna change up where it's kind of a risky business doing that. These are pretty. They got a little pearlized. Is that what they, did I say that? No, it doesn't say that, but they do have like a pearlescence to them. Then we have this little piece here, and I'm just going to glue it on the inside like so. And then we're going to do the envelope flap. And if you're doing this with a different paper, your opposite side might be a little bit more exciting than this light pattern here. So you might want to, you know, maybe your inside you use the other, you know, you can change it up. Maybe you do like the fancier as the stripe and then the middle as the plain, and you have something larger in the middle. But it is a really great 6x6 cut. So if you have a 12x12, you're going to get 4 cards out of your one sheet, which is fantastic. So it's been a while, I think, since I've covered an envelope. This is the standard size that you want, is the 6 a 2 1/4. And I think the envelopes are still on back order. I think the envelope quality is nice. We make beautiful cards. We should send them in a nice envelope. That's kind of a big glob of glue. Let's spread that out. So I do like to put the glue on the flap and then line the DSP up to the flap. And I will scooch it up just south of where it folds. I don't want it to go over the fold because then it is difficult to seal. And here's a bone folder. Shout out to Celia for giving me this when I went to Onstage. And then you just flip it over and we can trim away the excess. So if you're thinking about, you know, it's gonna be June before I talk to you all again, like on a video. So we're halfway through the year, which is wild. So if you're thinking gifts for Christmas or maybe a birthday gift or a thank you gift, this card design might be a really great way to do some gift giving because it's going to all coordinate. You're going to get envelopes that coordinate with each of the card. And you end up with this, and oh, I just love this. I just want to like continue to pet the paper. It's so fun, and it looks, it's very rich looking in person. So let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. Did you like, this is cloud cover, and this has got the peaceful pine, our end color here, as the sentiment, just to bring up that dark green from the back. And then this had the cloud cover little leaves. So I put the strip at the bottom with the fuzzy side out, of course, because it's just amazing. I just love the idea of this. What if you got this in the mail with this fuzzy on here? You'd be like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. And then here we are with a little change up just because I didn't really cut it correctly, but it did make the envelope work. So, you know, the envelope could have been the other. I think the envelope flap with this would be okay. I don't know about this one. Another thing you could do is you could mix and match papers out of the paper pack. That's a possibility too, but I don't know. I just thought sets of this would be really, really great. I love the addition of the splatters. I kind of wish I had made that stamping mistake with this one. But you know what? I do not have the in color blends yet, so I wouldn't have been able to do the same flip color. You know, I do have the sparkle. No, I don't want to do it because it's going to get all over. I have the sparkle brushes, and I could flick these. This one I haven't opened yet. I could do. You can do the same thing with this, with your Wink of Stella, or if you. I talked about these last week. These are the shimmer brushes and the end colors. Now this one, because it's not wet, this is stiff, but you could come and flick with your cap with this as well. Same thing with Wink of Stella. So that's an idea for you. So I would love to hear from you in the comments, or if you're watching live in the chat. I hope that let me know if you're going to give this a try. What a great way to use up a paper pack, or if you participated in the share, then you know you could make all kinds of cards with this sketch. I'm trying to think. I have the Winnie the Pooh paper, and I need some kids' birthday cards still, so that might be a really great way to do that. So I do want to thank you all for being here for my Tuesday the 19th video, even though today is the 17th. So hello, future everyone. I hope that you've had a great week. Just as a reminder, if you haven't yet, please like the video and subscribe if you are not. And please go over and check Facebook to see if there's any big announcement that happens Tuesday. I don't know. I don't anticipate anything just because we have the new catalog that just came out at the beginning of the month. So I don't anticipate any other real big announcements, but I will communicate those over there. And your weekly reminder, or at least when I'm on, that for less than $1, you can send a smile. And if you get this paper and you send this card to somebody, they are going to have a fabulous day. Like, saying how beautiful the paper it is. And oh, it's just a beautiful pack of paper. And I love this one too so much. All right, everybody. I will see you in 2 weeks because I will not have a video the Tuesday after the holiday. So I hope if you're in the U.S. that you enjoy your holiday, you have a nice barbecue, and the weather is amazing. So we'll see you on June 2nd with, it'll probably be the Stamp Club projects, and I will use the vellum, which is the May. We'll have a new product of the month by then, but it'll be the May product of the month. Hopefully it's still available. Okay, everybody. We'll see you, and thanks for being here. Bye.